Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and wondrous Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane. A 1 versus 1 for you on Minsk Pocket. We shall be watching Ffako of the Soviet Union 3rd Tank Corps going up against Raresb of the 25th Panzer Grenadier Division. Doctrines are assault support, lightning war, and mechanized assault. Common theme here being tiger tanks for everyone, and some rather emphasis on possibly aggressive infantry play no matter how you look at it, although assault support a little less. Ffako will be opposing him with guard motor, guard rifle, and shock rifle, pretty much the Borg standard in Soviet doctrines, which you pretty much start out with by default. So that should be interesting. Back to Raresb. Grenadier squad on the way. Conscripts moving out there as well. So far no deep surprises, no shocking revelations. No, the butler did it in the dining room with a Kar 98K. And then how the hell did he get a Kar 98K into the dining room? Anyways, more conscripts arriving. Centre push up here by the Grenadiers. Pioneers bring up the right flank, so more of a right push here from Raresb. All good, all good. There we go. Rushing for the fuel point, then afterwards connecting. Otherwise, working my way towards a new headset. So far, first foray into that rather didn't work out. Some problems with the microphone with a constant, rather noticeable buzzing sound. And the reason I'm getting a new headset is basically this one is getting a bit wonky for me. I'm not sure if it's getting for you, my dear viewers, but it probably will end up soon enough. At first go, no success. Plus, the sound was a bit curious on it as well. Some rather heavy sound when it came to all the booms, which rather drowned out the rest, which made it really weird for me. So I don't know, might be something wrong with the headset or just a general design flaw, I don't know. But Grenadiers managed to push up through the centre. Conscripts moving up. Engagement continues. And there we go, another conscript pops dead. So far, Raresb doing a good job then and keeping his Grenadiers supporting each other. And Ffako here rather playing into Raresb's infantry play, suffering some a bit unfortunate losses here with his conscripts, in fact, down to one man. Dmitri runs for it.
We have liberated the objective.
But having rushed for several higher resource points around him, he's navigating, securing the rear points there. MD-42 arriving, a 3rd Grenadier squad. Conscripts being pushed out in large, lovely quantities here for the Soviet Union. Grenadiers actually caught out in the opening, but the conscripts, this is a bad position. Grenadiers need to take up some cover or get away. Other Grenadier squad is too far away, but there we go, MD-42 present to support. Conscripts though managed to get away before they get suppressed. Small victory for the Soviet peoples. Nice push up the west flank, although might soon run into some issues with the Grenadiers. Then again, the Grenadiers are themselves a bit low in health. If the combat units can catch them in the right position, they might be able to win this fight against the German infantry. Might being the operating word rather here.
Grenadiers reporting.
HMG here.
Seems like Raresb's centre's push has stopped up a bit. Grenadiers upgrade with the light machine gun, choosing the fresh one, that is the one with the most health. Not a bad idea. What I usually do myself is I have to upgrade a Grenadier squad with a light machine gun, since thus you're more likely to get more out of it before you have to retreat the squad. And there we go, veterans 1, but there we go, at the same time conscripts moving up here from Ffako to sort of flank. Other squad moving up in the centre. Looks like Ffako's now keeping away from the centre. He's not going to push directly into the front line of Raresb. Instead, he's going to try and find a weak spot on the flanks and punish that instead, which is a good approach. Centre here being secured. Oh, we are going to see Raresb here react with the light machine gun. Definitely not one of the worst methods. Meanwhile, also noting here that Raresb has been taking up already. So tier 2 soon to be on the way. 3 Grenadiers, 1 MG. Very nice, stable approach. One of the lighter one, but not the lightest one.
We have liberated this sector.
Yet also ensures that as the German players, you do have a nice solid core of infantry for everything else to work around, which is rather important. Though rather hero extended grenadiers, leaving them without MG42 support, and for that matter, is MG42 a bit on its own as well, which could have resulted in a flank, in particular seeing there were Soviets operating in this vicinity. The grenadiers are not doing too well. Raresb will need to consider retreating them. And there we go. Oh, we also note here that Ffako has Molotovs up. And there we go, grenadiers caught. They got a bit too close, burning up already. Though they are doing their best with a light machine gun over there. The conscript squad is down to half health. The roar of the MG42 tearing through them. But then again, the grenadiers need to retreat. They're caught in the fight, down to one man. The Molotov is doing its work, but looks like Raresb might be a bit preoccupied with other things. Conscript squad almost down, but so is the grenadier squad. Oh, a rather tense minor engagement. Who will win this? The grenadier just barely did it. And certainly don't expect, you know, a one-on-one victory versus grenadiers once they first have the light machine gun. I mean, that thing, you know, was good for a reason. It could fire 1,200 rounds per minute. That is not a toy.
Yeah. We are ready for
Troops
action.
reinforcing, like to make us confident. And we're noting here assault support, and we're also noting he immediately went for an officer. We're also noting here the grenadier squad needs to be a bit careful. It's down to one man, though. Might be why the officer's moving up to take over the position there. Rifle grenadier didn't do much. MG42 here doing what it can to actually cover its flanks by placing itself up against the wall. But at the same time, if anything moves in from here, it might be in a bit of trouble. Another Molotov here. Grenadiers definitely need to retreat. Again, one man, incredibly low on health, and there we go, Raresb pulling back. Special rifle command up, and we are noting a heavy mortar. Noting his doctrines, we know he's gone for the Garden motor. He could also have gone for shock army if he had that doctrine chosen, but he hasn't. So it obviously must be Gart rifle. No, Gart motor. Pioneers moving up to support. Heavy mortar firing away. Comrade is moving straight into the line of fire of the MG42 nearby grenadiers and heavy. Oh! Officer took a direct hit. And due to the rather dense foliage, the combatants were actually able to get past the MG42. Of course, that's something to keep in mind. I mean, stuff can actually block the line of fire of your MG42s. Mortar continues to fire away. Looking a bit desperate here. MG42 needs to retreat. No, he actually just turns about. Bow move. Engine moving up here. And there we go. We are seeing concentrated fire up. That's definitely going to increase the rate of fire of the officer and the grenadiers with the light machine gun. Definitely going to increase the lethality. A brutal melee ensues, with the officer leading the way, although it looks like he just went down, forcing the rest of the command squad to retreat, and the supporting grenadier squad still was able to do some damage. Ultimately, though, the Soviets were able to prevail, certainly with the help of the heavy mortar. Panzer Grenadiers now arrive here for the 25th Panzer Grenadier Division. Sturmgewehrs in hand, they advance. The question is, shall Ffako here actually be utilising his special rifle command, or shall it be merely be a stepping stone towards something greater? Also, this little thing was actually usually apparently not sort of, you know, attacked direct to the mortar. I suppose they did it here for expediency. Otherwise, I mean, you've usually been taken off before they utilised the mortar. Though I suppose it would have been impossible for it to fire with it on. I'll admit I'm not that huge an expert on artillery, but certainly looking at imagery of it, you usually see this one slightly far away from the heavy mortar. But there we go. I mean, we're actually seeing quite a solid infantry force up here for Raresb. 3 grenadiers, Panzer Grenadier squad, and the officer. Basically there to support it all with concentrated fire. Heavy mortar firing away here. Grenadiers need to be careful they don't get blasted into oblivion, which was never described as one of the more fun experiences. But scout car here ready. No troops in it yet. Moving straight on to the Tankovi battalion command. Officer and Panzer Grenadiers working together. Might be he wants to use concentrated fire on the Panzer Grenadiers and their Sturmgewehrs, which could definitely prove to be a rather interesting and violent combination. He's moving up here. Looks like he's largely using them for harassment, though he's getting himself harassed as well. Ffako pushing up nicely on the flanks, and there we go, engagement up. Already one mortar crew member down. And there we go, concentrate the fire up. Clearly forming an assault party using the Panzergunner and the assault officer. Very nice little tactic, as again it means you actually get much more out of the Panzergunners and the assault rifles, including your rate of fire and accuracy. So nice little maneuver there. If you could just get up a bit closer to the scout car, you might even be able to do some damage there. Oh well, a bit slow. Even then, I mean, the amount of fire you can lay down against the scout car will force it back a bit, but even then, nice little idea there. Nice little trick. Conscript charging straight into the Grenadiers, a bit on their own again. And ultimately not quite successful. Though we see another push going up here. Scout car will need some repairs and possibly some troops in it. Communists moving up here more already. I imagine we'll soon be seeing a tank. In fact, that could prove to be a huge issue here for Raresb. Although he is in fact moving straight on to the support armor corps. Interesting move. Looks like Raresb is feeling incredibly confident, in fact. So, in fact, he has moved straight on and will likely soon be getting some either Stuk or Panzerkampfwagen action. Panzergunner is making the advance, coming out to fire for the 50 cal mortar, of course, raining death down from above. Like an angry demigod. And there you go, the Panzergunners are finally forced to retreat. The fire proving too much. And there you go, the ever nasty T-70 light tank arrives. And we see a Stuk on the way for Raresb, the Sturmgeschütz. And there we go, T-70 unleashes his Wrath. Scout coming up, he's interesting enough, not crewed with anything. I'm a bit surprised at that, to be honest. Usually you'd see someone do that. Pioneers over the flank. Oh, yeah, time to pop out to Ffako, actually. My fault, I got caught a bit more in the action. 3 squads of conscripts, 1 combat engineer, heavy mortar, C-70 and scout car. And there we go, center collapses. Vehicles so are a bit damaged, and that will need to be fixed rather quickly before everything is lost.
Vehicles can be marked and targeted.
Charging at the Grenadiers, although can they get off a Molotov? Yes, indeed, Grenadiers are forced to move. Rather low in health, the conscript might have a minor chance here. Minor, but then again, if they're going to stand out in the open versus Grenadiers in light cover with a light machine gun, I mean, that's going to be a loss.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
And a light machine gun is basically a weapon that allows the Grenadier squad to continue fighting on despite being low on men. That's rather one of its major advantages. One thing that actually allows the Germans to keep on going a bit longer than otherwise they'd normally be able to. Otherwise, I mean, the Grenadier squad quickly loses combat effectiveness. There we go, scout car finally manned with something. In this case, flamethrower wielding pyromaniacs. Stuk advancing, supported by Panzergunners, the officer. Panzergunners might just want to stop up, and there we go, officer nearby. Oh, trying to turn, slight mistake there. And anti-tank grenade connects with the rear, bit of a shame, but there we go. Panzergunners under supervision of the officer simply shred the conscripts. Really nice work there. Conscripts also gain veterans with themselves, but the Panzergunners need to retreat. They are burning up, they're down to 2 men, which is not really the amount of men you want. Right flank also looks like to have collapsed. Scout car did its work. Bit of manpower being floated, quite a bit of munitions which could be utilised on mines, and I would definitely recommend Ffako, for example, mining this point right now with this communist. Oh, nasty engagement here, but ultimately the Germans will push back with higher losses. He could also consider actually self-repairing his T-70 using its repairability, in which it's rather one of the unique units being able to do that.
Units have arrived.
Replacements have arrived.
Yeah, comrade.
And there we go, he now actually has the other repairability, the vehicle crew self-repair as well, which is cheaper actually than the T-70 variant, though it actually doesn't allow movement. I would try to recommend actually doing it so he doesn't have to pull back his troops. Oh wait, he's still a bit far off, never mind then, my fault. Mea culpa. I would still recommend it actually self-repairing that T-70 so it doesn't need anyone else to repair it and can quickly get it back in a fight. Guards infantry arriving. No light machine guns, so I would definitely recommend that.
Now available.
I would definitely recommend that. And guys being caught on the open by the
Territory is falling into enemy hands.
scout car, bursting straight through the formation. Flamethrowers, 50 calibers, 30 caliber machine gun also burning straight into them. Veterans, you free though, arrives here for the grenadiers. A dangerous situation evolves. While finding continues up here. Light machine gun finally on the way. A grenade here could be good. Scout car burned, but the grenadiers are ultimately though forced away. This again would be a good spot for mining this as well. Again, I would strongly recommend Ffako to begin mining up rather so willfully. Grenadiers here taking heavy losses. Grenadiers supporting the grenadiers push. The conscripts push, and there we go. Actually, manning going right past the MG42. Stug finding a way in support. Stug actually needs to be a bit careful. Needs to slowly pull back. And reinforcement on the move. The Panzer Grenadier officer combination again. No, they're anti-tank away, but this one does exist. See, and there we go. Conscripts taking severe losses. MG42 close, being recruited there, but the Panzer might be able to clear it out. Guards infantry doing what they can to support. MG crew dead. Veteran 2 for the Panzer Grenadiers. And moving ahead there, the Guards infantry doing what they can with the light machine gun and their anti-tank rifles. Panzer Grenadiers and officers doing what they can. Ooh, German determination. Grenades exchanged.
Enemy is encroaching on our territory. T-34 ready for combat.
And a T-34 arrives right there for Ffako. And the 3rd Guard Tank Corps.
Engineers have secured the sector.
Point secured there. Still no mines. Rather disappointed in that. Flamethrower versus Flamethrower. Flammenwerfer versus Flammenwerfer. Nice work of Raresb over here on the left flank, actually with the Grenadiers. No real response from Ffako. T-70 still not repaired. Come on, self-repair. Get it back quickly in the fight track to deal with harassers and perhaps, you know, get it Veterans 1 and then begin taking away territory from the left flank. Ooh, Veteran 2 for the combat engineers. T-34 advances a bit on its own. Stug going to see if he can't hit up and ambush the flank. Good job. Don't move too close though. Don't move too close, Raresb. You should have just taken more waiting position, but there we go. Gets a nice hit there on the T-34, but at the same time the T-34 is a nice chance of flanking, but no. T-34 actually pulls back in the face of the Stug, allowing the Stug tank to get a better target of it. Bit of a nasty engagement there. But T-34 successfully escapes the wrath of the Sturmgeschütze.
The sector is at risk.
Port there being secured. Lots of troops and dining reinforcement there for Raresb. And these Grenadiers just need to get out of there. They're so low on health. I have no idea why you've been sending them up that far, considering their state. MG4 to quick recruit. Molotov on them. Brown crap, likely going to be a medic bunker, and the Grenadiers continue here, but ultimately looks like he finally might be able to overwhelm them through 2 veteran, 2 conscript squads. He sends the Fritzes running. T-70 is still not being repaired. I'm a bit disappointed in that. Come on. Should be able to get another T-34 now and build up a larger armoured force. Stug moving in though, needs to be careful, And for that matter, I have no idea in fact why he's sending in the Stug like that. That in fact strikes me as a bit of a mystery.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Just, you know, retreat it back, pull it back, get repaired as quickly as possible. No idea was in fact dispatching the pioneers up the steps to Stug, and he actually turns the Stug around. That could have ended up very, very badly. Officer and conscript, they're moving ahead. Another T-34 there on the move. Oh. Too soon to arrive here to the front line. And there we go, getting some pioneers to repair the Sturmgeschütz. Gute Arbeit. And T-70 finally repaired as well. Finally. About bleeding damn time.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
There we go. Concentrated fire. Officer, by the way, veteran 2. Grenade goes off. Molotov goes up. T-34 fires. Bundle grenades. Oh, yeah, there we go. Concentrated fire. Panzer is just strapped for everything.
Our unit count is increasing.
Stuke. Nowhere near to support. It seems T-34 might in fact be on a flanking mission. No, that's a T-70 actually. Never mind, but anyway, that could do some nice damage. If it's flanks, more German infantry moving up. And we are seeing a Tiger tank actually around here for Raresb. Schwerer Panzerabteilung 501, providing some Tiger support. And Panzer is advancing straight from T-34, immediately suffer a loss. Grenadiers need to retreat. Come on, Raresb. No, 9, and even drop the light machine gun. That's just terrible. And now 2 T-34s versus a Stuke. Stuke needs to pull back, pull back. One more hit and that's going to be it. Tiger doing what they can over here, support from the Grenadiers. Oh no, he's not ordering it to retreat with reverse retreat. Oh dear, and there goes Stuke down. It's Tiger that opens up here, but the situation is rather deteriorating. A bit of a misuse there for the Stuke. T-34 takes some hits from the Tiger and he's 88mm gun. Grenadiers might go down. Another squad, that would be terrible. Careful, careful, Raresb. Oh dear. Not entirely sure what he was trying to achieve there. A mystery of anything. And there we go, nice hit from the Tiger. MD-42 needs to sit up here to support. Combat Pioneers need to get repairing that Tiger as soon as possible as well. There we go.
Yes, comrade.
Heavy mortar continues to launch away. Oh! The rotten luck. The flamethrower burst into flames, cooking the man, well, wearing it. And forcing the Tiger to pull back a bit further. That was rather unfortunate.
Yes, comrade. We are awaiting orders.
Still a nice chance here for pushing up. Currently the centre is vulnerable, so as the left flank, the T-70 continues apparently. Tracks a bit of a guardian here on the right. And we're seeing a Panzerkampfwagen arriving here for Raresb. The primary workhorse of the German army. Second most produced armoured fighting vehicle right after the Stuke. In fact, there was only a difference of about less than 100 in the number that were produced of either of them. So that does say something about it.
Structure complete.
Anti-tank rifle ready.
Was constantly upgraded and modified throughout the war, starting out with some pretty thin armour and a very short low velocity gun, ending up more like this, 80mm of frontal armour and a nice higher velocity 75mm gun. And there you go, T-70 pretty quickly went down.
We are suffering.
Tiger almost ready again.
How can we help?
Mounting engagement over here on the west flank.
Bleeding, comrade.
Nice Molotov went off there.
Soldiers ready.
Panzer IV needs some infantry support. But at least the Tiger is ready to move again to victoriously destroy the enemy.
We have found the enemy.
Raresb does seem a bit on the defensive at the moment. In fact, I might have been time to go back to him. Nice rifle grenade right there.
We have liberated the objective.
Panzer IV, Panzerkampfwagen Tiger, awaiting orders.
Standing by.
Enemy dead.
There we go.
At your command.
Conscript squad wiped out. Panzer's moving straight for the heavy mortar. In fact, they're very close to infantry. There go two T-34s moving up. No German armour nowhere to support this. Where's the Tiger? Where's the Panzer IV? Why didn't it support this advance? Why did Raresb hold it back? A large mystery for me. If anything, and now once the infantry's gone and that's any support for the tanks, then he moves them ahead. That was a bit of a blundered move there from Raresb, to be honest. Need to keep pulling back, need to pull back again. Reverse move is your friend in these situations. Anti-tank grenades there to successfully connect. T-34 down. Guards infantry anti-tank grenades. T-34 done his playing about here. Might be with a Panzerfaust. Nicely bunched up, so with infantry, nice easy tire there for the Panzers. T-34 takes another hit. Grenade on the MD-42, other Panzer might want to move ahead a bit. And there we go, the conscripts are forced to retreat. Guards infantry that continues to pluck away with their anti-tank rifles despite intense fire from 2 tanks worth of machine guns. And there we go, actually veterans one for the Tiger tank. Also would recommend at this sort of stage, you know, partly getting some more infantry back, but also getting a second Pioneer squad to help facilitate repairs so it goes faster, because one Pioneer squad is going to be a bit damn bloody slow about doing it, and you usually want your tanks back in action as soon as possible with us. I mean, by the time you sort of really get into this sort of armoured fighting, and if you actually plan on doing it, you really want more than one Pioneer squad. And there we go, just to say it, we do see another Pioneer squad on the way. So that's good to see right there from Raresb. Combat engineer unit wiped out there from a nice explosive shell there from the Tiger tank.
Cargo trucks are now available. Requisition 1 to aid in resource production.
And we're actually seeing an Opel Blitz arriving as well. Interesting that he got about now, but not a bad idea. We're certainly giving more munitions, but also more fuel. Tiger needs to pull back. There we go. Reverse move, reverse move. Also an idea here for Raresb is actually to pop some smoke using his officer, laying down a smoke screen to allow the Tiger to successfully escape. Except we're seeing concentrated fire moving up here. Veterans flee for the Panzer race. Oh, that's really going to be nasty. Of course, the officer as well. Although the officer is actually very close to death. Might actually be a time to retreat here. These both units are low. I am a bit disappointed that Raresb didn't, for example, try to lay down some smoke. Both tanks are in a terrible condition. One Pioneer squad moving up, the other one could also be in there. Advancing infantry, getting absolutely hammered into the ground. Maybe not trouble dealing with that much death from the Tiger on the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Also, fun fact about the Panzer IV, but once it got upgraded with the skirts, it was not that uncommon a mistake for the Allies to actually mistake it for a Tiger tank for some reason. So, little fun fact there. For those unawares, a bit of barraging going on there. And might Raresb be saving up for another Tiger tank, I wonder? And so the question is if his opponent might also be saving up for some T-34-85s himself. Another Panzer actually instead here for Raresb, not a second Tiger.
MG-42s have arrived. You found something?
Oh, direct hit. He might just consider just pulling back further away from the range of the heavy mortar. Tiger tank included. Just a suggestion anyways.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Fuel gun moving up. Again, pull back the Tiger. Raresb. Pull back the Tiger. And there we go, field gun opening up. And there we go, the second Panzer IV arriving.
The bastards are fighting back.
Actually splitting up the Tiger from the main force. A bit of a dangerous move there from Raresb. MD42 stolen away here by the Guards Infantry. The second Guards Infantry squad, by the way. Pull back the Tiger. Pull back. Reverse move. Reverse move is your friend. Oh, counter control. There we go again. Concentrated fire here from the officer point. The Panzerist. A lovely move there. I like how Raresb is actually making good use of the officer and the Panzerist together. Panzer IV making a bit of an ill-advised frontal assault. At the same time, Tiger taking incredibly low on health. Ridiculously low on health, in fact. One more anti-tank grenade could see it down. And the front assault here with the Panzer IV obviously failed with the field gun. Pull back, pull back. Wiksuk. Oh, he was too occupied with the Tiger. I imagine Conscript's moving ahead. Not going to get off that one anti-tank grenade which could destroy it. Down to one man. Can he survive? Can he get it off with the Tiger kill him first? Officer moving up. But no! One anti-tank grenade does the job. One final grenade and the Tiger is a burning wreck. Oh, the tragedy. Over to Ffako, and time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Raresb just took a beating. He lost a Panzer IV. He lost a Tiger tank. He's launched a bunch of infantry, though he does still have a nice chunk of the map. He's got a bit of a problem here with the armour. I mean, again, this was not so well handled of the Tiger. He should have pulled back fast and he should have prioritised its repairs first. In particular, since it had a damaged engine. For Ffako, on the other hand, he does have a nice sort of chance here now, though I still think he should have mined up earlier, and I definitely think he should consider mining about now. Otherwise, you know, he needs to begin securing as much enemy weaponry if possible and begin harassing a bit more aggressively. He might want to consider actually using something from the Special Rifle Command. Either a penal infantry squad or a sniper might prove to have some minor advantage here in this fight. A sniper in particular would be possible to, you know, put some pressure from afar on Raresb. Otherwise, I would suggest him actually saving up here for the T-3045s and rolling in those pairs, because I mean they will definitely stand a better chance, in particular in combination with the Mark vehicle, which have so far not seen utilised, which could also have been a good move from Ffako here in the fight. But Raresb needs to stabilise the front line, needs to get up some more armour. I would suggest get some infantry placed, and perhaps, you know, thinking things through a bit more, perhaps beginning to work a bit more on handling his armour a bit better, since again there are some slight mistakes with this Tiger. Otherwise, the Ober Blitz will definitely help, and he might even consider getting a second Ober Blitz to help provide more resources in the longer run. But let's return to the fight. To the Soviet Union, comrades.
Our points have fallen to 300.
Guard squad ready. Enemy contact!
Bit of quiet.
We have a new unit.
There we go, slight bump.
They've opened up on us!
He's getting engaged here by a nice combination of things and that. Also running here, veterans, free field gun. That's ever going to be a German oh! Grenadier squad wiped out. The heavy mortar really paying itself off. And also, generally though, it was a very popular mortar, even with amongst the Axis forces, who pretty much, in one of those rare cases, outright copied it. Just even modified. They just said, you know, this works, let's use it. And so they did. Grenadier squad here though needs to get out of there. Raresb all of a sudden getting overwhelmed with heavy losses on every front. Needs to be very careful about that.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
But making a nice push up in again. The officer Panzer Grenadier combination.
Machine gun.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Keeping this time the officer in a nearby building. Panzer IV getting slowly repaired. Only 2 pioneers. And they're actually noting Panzer tracks on it. But the problem here with the Panzer is that they are out in the open. They are nice, exposed, easy targets. I mean, generally, if you want to use Panzer tracks, you generally want to use them in cover on buildings. Otherwise, I mean, they are going to be very easy targets. Officer Alter needs to get the hell out of there now. And by getting the hell out of there, I do mean sincerely the hell out of there. Oh no, direct hit from the heavy mortar. Another direct hit. Another veteran unit gone. Panzer IV though finally on the move. T-34 getting engaged. Nice flanking hit there. But at the same time the Panzer IV wasn't fully repaired, and that's actually a bit vulnerable here to the T-34. MB4 joining up. Pioneers need to pull back, pull back. Oh, the Panzer IV went down. Raresb betting everything and losing most of it. Not really looking good at all. Fortunes have reversed here for Raresb and Deutschland. We are seeing a fresh Panzer Grenadier squad. Might that help a bit? And of course, there are veterans, the 3 Panzer Grenadiers with the Panzerschreck. Or Raketen Panzerbüchse. And there we go, our second Tiger arrives. And Ffako, in fact, just a bit manpower short here of getting another pair of T-34. And if you can combine that with marked target, for example, against that Tiger will go down very quickly. But there we go, first engagement. Grenadiers securing themselves a light machine gun here. Soviet one though. Brutal fighting ensues. Grenades getting lobbed. Also looks like the Guards Infantry actually managed to secure themselves a flamethrower. Much to my surprise. And what's this? One of the Guardsmen have been equipped with a light machine gun. Oh no! Bad news for the Germans. There we go. The Tiger arrives. The Tiger is here. And no! He went for something else instead. Patrick, no need to retreat. Raresb, ach du lieber. But oh dear, he should have just saved a bit more manpower. We could have had 2 T-35s out. Instead, he went for another field gun. I feel that's a bit of a mistake. There we go, though. T-34 down. Tiger very little opposed. And now the field gun is moving about. That could be the chance for the Tiger to actually overcome it. Don't stop up. Just keep moving. Flank it. Flank it. Flankency. And looks like the Stuka is either a strafing run or a fragmentation bombing run. Fragment strafing run that is. And there we go, field gun in sincere troubles. Second field gun opens up in the Tiger. Tiger though continues. It wants revenge for its fallen comrades. And there we go, the field gun was utterly destroyed. It was ruined, crushed, ended. And the second Tiger's actually going after the second field gun. A bow move, but possible due to the thick frontal armour though. It should be a bit careful and certainly shouldn't be stopping up right in front of the field gun. What are you doing, Raresb? Keep moving. Then again, he might be moving straight to the Guards Infantry in this case, of course. I mean, there's a bit of probably sending in a Tiger tank that far ahead without any support. Which is not really how a Tiger tank should operate. There we go, down to less than half health, needs to pull back. Mortar round almost wipes out the Guards Infantry. And he's quick to follow up here. And then tank drive could be secured. Heavy mortar right behind. Ffako here needs to get in our way before it's too late. And there we go, in fact it's completely wiped out. A heavy mortar is available for Raresb to secure. I would definitely recommend if we quickly getting something up there to secure it, steal it, make it German. And Ffako getting himself another T-34-76 again. I think he should try for the T-40-45s. They are tougher and more well able to do more damage and penetrate more than the T-34-76s. I mean, really, why wouldn't you go for them if you have the chance? A pair of them again, and marked target or marked vehicle makes for an extremely potent combination.
Do you need something? T-34, crude loaded and ready. We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Guardsman MG42 here getting spotted by the Panzer Grenadiers, making a run in for the house. A quick Panzer Grenade though could prove to be lethal, and there we go. No, not thrown very well. And thus landed as far away from the Guards crew as possible, or at least reasonably far away. But the Panzers flank up out, and they're going to in fact force them out to the open where the Panzers might be able to wipe them out. T-34 they're rolling in, but again, so disappointed he did not go for the T-40-45s. I mean, again, a pair of those, a marked vehicle and that Tiger would be squish. So that is a very disappointing move from Ffako. Sincerely and honestly disappointing. Panzer is suffering. Other forces moving, making a more centre approach. Tiger perhaps finally being retrieved. And we're noting a heavy mortar has been recruited by the artillery officer. And we'll now be firing in support of
The German war.
another T-34. Still no attempt at the T-35s. So very disappointing. Losing here to the Grenadiers with their Soviet weaponry. And Tiger moving ahead, but with low health. And straight into a guard squad. Right now, in fact, would be a good timing for a marked vehicle there on the Tiger to increase damage done.
Supply sector under attack. Flash units on the field.
Second T-34. Field gun moving up as well. Come on, marked vehicle. Ffako, marked vehicle. Tracking here could be used to get more out of the field gun. And there go Tiger, rear exposed. Not good there. And there we go, Blitzkrieg, but might be too late. Nope. Successfully escaped for now. Then again, there's another T-34 nearby. Quickly get that Tiger repaired, Raresb. Oh, one lucky shot and it goes up in smoke. How unfortunate right there for Raresb and the 25th Panzer Grenadier Division. Whoops, wrong button. Time to pop back to Raresb though. Once more, short one Tiger. Heavy mortar running into some rather severe problems, but there we go. Panzer Grenadiers with their Panzer Rex. Forcing this T-34 wave and a fresh officer. Lovely. He's actually being rather consistent with his officer usage. That is great. Lovely. And just nice to see someone actually using their bloody officer for once.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Don't like so many others who feel to use one of, I'd say, one of the most fun units in the game. Another strafing run going in. Ah, yes, we'll take the fuel point. Nice move there from Raresb. A nice bit of Luftwaffe support. T-34 likely to go down here. Using the cover nicely to cover the advance. Oh, they're still only light covers, so their situation is a bit dramatic, but still might be able to pull it off. And there we go. Down, but no, get them out of there. Oh, that was bloody close, bloody close. Ultimately paid off, and there we go, another strafing run.
Standing by. They're attacking. Enemy forces are
It
securing
looks like
our
he is
territory.
aiming for a third Tiger tank. Grenadiers are doing what they can, but their situation is beginning to look dire. They're down to 2 men. They're under fire from an MD-42. Apparently firing armor-piercing rounds, maybe even. Nope. Either way, they need to retreat.
Our territory.
Field gun on the far right.
Standing by. Bastards attacking.
Oops, here in need of reinforcement. Also note that the T-34 in actuality, I mean the only thing that was really improved in terms of armor body is turret. The main body itself still had that flimsy 45mm slope, which really had a limited effect against 75mm guns and the 88mm. There's this thing called overmatching, which basically means that the higher the caliber of the gun versus the sloped armor is, I mean the higher the difference is, the less effect there actually is from sloping. So basically the T-34 sloped armor by 1944 had an extremely limited effect. Something I'd like to point out. Some seem to think that sloped armor is just universally awesome. It isn't. It comes with its own limitations. So that is a bit vital to remember. Quick bundle here. Oh! Right between all the guards' infantry. And we might be seeing some veteran 2 Panzer Grenadiers. And an anti-tank rifle left behind. Looks like, I think, finally Ffako might himself be going for the T-3045s. That's about damn time in that case.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And now we can actually call in a Tiger here, Mr. Raresb. And he does so. The 3rd Tiger. Situation is a bit shaky on both sides, heavy losses and such, though Raresb has overall been able to build up a much larger and more impressive veteran force. And again continues to make good use of his officer and his Panzer Grenadiers. Again, another bout here of concentrated fire could turn things around, though is a bit lacking in munitions for it. And there we go, MG42 sorted out.
Ready! At your command!
Tiger quick to follow up.
Heavy Panzer, ready for orders. I'm sorry,
And Panzer Grenadiers on the right flank pushed away. The veteran 2 Guards infantry with the German light machine gun proving themselves to be too much of a lethal opponent.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Recruiting the MG42, having mortar up here at the front, and apparently being recruited rather heavily with officers. Apparently there's a slight bug there. 2 officers to 1 mortar. You know, Heinz, I can't help but feel we might be overqualified for this job. You know, being artillery officers, not artillery men. And there we go, finally the 2 T-3045s arrived. They could have been in much earlier and having much more devastating effects, but well, we'll see if they can actually do something now. I mean, there's still 2 of them, and of course there's still marked vehicle available for Ffako, so if he can utilize it properly, he could actually get a very nasty surprise against a Tiger tank. Running straight into the Panzer Grenadiers, who actually need to get out of there right now before the T-35s wipe them out. The 85mm gun basically being based on a Soviet anti-aircraft gun, a bit like the Tigers being based on the Flak 36, 88mm Flak. This one, though, obviously not quite as potent. Still a little fun fact there. Heavy mortar spotted here, just a brutal advance going in there from Ffako. Anti-tank rifles opening up here. Panzer is rather bold. Tiger flanking in though. And there we go. Will he use marked vehicle? Will he use marked vehicle on the Tiger? I mean, again, it's an absolutely wonderful ability if you actually remember it is there. Instead, he's going to ram straight into it. Oh, managed to knock out the main gun. But again, mark vehicle. Mark vehicle. Again, if you have it, use it for heaven's sake. It is one of the most powerful Soviet abilities. And I really cannot understand why not more Soviet players use it. Again, it is absolutely wonderful. It can make an easy target of even the biggest, toughest Tiger in the game. And certainly, had it been on right now, that Tiger might even now have been wiped out instead of being just down to half health. Panzer and Gut moving up with their anti-tank rifles and their Raketenpanzerbüchse, also known as the Offenrohr, which was known as a bit initially, due to looking a bit like a stovepipe. Now the T-34, the 85 tanks are going to be pushed back due to the presence of the anti-tank infantry. Bit of a shame there. But again, had Ffako made use of the marked vehicle ability, I'm pretty sure that Tiger would have been gone by now, in which case it probably would have been game over for Raresb. Instead, now Raresb actually has a fighting chance of getting back into the game. So he's moving up, but straight into this firing line of a Stuka. The Stuka rather seeing many roles throughout the war, starting out only as a dive bomber, but as things progressed and the dive bomber role became less useful, it became a plethora of other things. Though largely not in terms of ground support, these were actually pretty useless against other aircraft. A Panzerschreck left behind, that's bad news for Raresb. Well, another bit of bad news. And looks like he's not going to use the self-repair ability again. I do wish that Ffako would make better use of his doctrine. abilities. Again, it's something that can make a difference out of you here for winning the game. And no, I mean in comparison, I mean except for fragmentation. Fragmentation is bombing run from, you know, I mean he's otherwise used his doctrine very well. I mean he's made use of officers, very good use. He's used the orbital blitz, he's used strafing rounds, he's used the Tiger. I mean overall he's made good use of his doctrine. So that is very nice to see in fact. In comparison, Ffaka's only been using 3 out of 5 abilities of his doctrine. Oh, bad move there with the officer, bad move, but oh, clever, clever. He's actually using the officer to mark a target for the heavy mortar. Oh, clever, clever actually. Will be interesting to see if it actually hits. Very close though, very close. One more hit and that might be it. Looks like no luck, no luck. Bit of a shame that. So close, so close. It looks like there was no luck. Bit of a shame that. But it was a rather clever attempt, I'll give him that. Second Tiger arrives. Looks like Raresb's no more fooling around.
Our MG-42 has arrived. Awaiting orders.
So that's definitely going to be a bit of a headache right there for Ffako, who is now very limited in options. Suffered rather gravely by now. Bits of T-34 litter the entire battlefield. Literally. Nice attempt at buttoning heavy more towards getting close to hitting the T-34.
Taking Soviet fire!
Tiger here.
Look out! Grenades! Grenadiers!
So these are a bit of trouble there with grenades.
Mortar team awaiting order.
Officer moving up. And the second Tiger almost ready as well. Time to put back here to Ffako. Another strafing run. But yes, called in support here to cover up the left flank.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Second Tiger ready. Points are ticking down. And the field gun firing away. And the Tiger advances. Finally. There comes a mini fight here from the T-34. Combat engineers to suffer a quick and brutal death. And going to ram in. Oh, just barely doesn't manage it. Instead getting up with an overheated engine right in front of the Tiger. Worst spot for that to happen. In the meanwhile, Guards infantry getting slaughtered here by the second Tiger. And there we go, that's pretty much game over for that T-34. And there we go, out of control, dead, kaput.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
And that looks to be another concept squad wiped out.
Guard squad ready. Anti-tank rifle ready.
Well done, comrades. The point is ours.
Do you need something? AT gun ready.
Just going to speed things up a bit.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. Units awaiting orders.
Another pair of T-3045s, about time, but again, I just feel it's too late. And again, even have plenty of munitions, there's no excuse for not having used marked vehicle at all. Trying to clear out one Tiger. He might have some luck with that. Though he already wasted one of the T-34s on that. There you go, Panzerfaust.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat. Enemy forces
And
capturing supply
yeah.
sector. Fucking motherfuckers!
And game over. A loss to the Soviet Union, a victory for Germany. I mean, rather well played, but the problem was basically for Ffako that he failed to utilize one of, again, the most powerful abilities the Soviets have, which is Mark Vehicle. I mean, why not use this powerful ability when you're using this doctrine again? It increases the damage taken. I mean, that really, ought to say it all itself. And then, of course, he failed to use the T-3045s when they could have been, more potent. So in that sense, there were all some problems, not utilizing his doctrine to the fullest effect, but also not utilizing munitions, not mining enough, and in some cases, rather resorting to some more brutal, less effective tactics against Raresb. I mean, Raresb made some promises himself in utilizing Tigers. There was some promising with the O extended himself, but overall, he did make better use of his doctrine overall, which ultimately saw him, actually win the fight. And of course, the officer Panzer Grenadier from combination that proved extremely effective, and certainly well done there. So overall, well played there by Raresb. Well played, but less so by Ffako. So I hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned a thing or two or three from it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends. If you didn't, well, why not some review? Provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.